Hey everybody, and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub, and I would just like to start this video by apologising. I'm so sorry I haven't posted anything in what seems like forever now. I think it's been about 5-6 days. I've just been packed busy with the new puppy, 11 months, but still a puppy. So training Momo up at the moment, and he's an absolute handful. Love him dearly, but he's a handful. And I have just been so busy with reading a new book, trying to get that sorted, doing an audiobook for that, and playing lots and lots of Stellar Blade, which absolutely fallen in love with. But this review, before I get into it, is gonna be separate from this other video that I'm gonna do. It's been requested, which I'll mention in that video, but this one is a separate video for American Horror Story Delicate, which is essentially season 12, based on the book Delicate Condition by Danielle Valentine. And I just want to say, American Horror Story Delicate is back in fine form. It is back to its roots with the psychological horror aspects, the body horror aspects, which there's a lot of body horror in this, a lot of imagery. Not extreme body horror, but there is body horror. There's horror themes in it as well, and brings back the actual horror to it. And I say thank God for that, because the last few seasons that Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk have pulled together have been absolute atrocities, absolute rubbish. And I have a lot. I had a lot to say about the last few seasons, which I will in my next video. But this one is just on American Horror Story Delicate in general. And I have to say, I absolutely loved it. Am I saying it's perfect? No. Far from it, actually. By far, it is not perfect. But it is so much better than what I thought it was going to be, especially with Kim Kardashian in it. And my God, do I have a lot to say about her character, Siobhan Corbin. And Emma Roberts as well is in this season. Annabelle Dexter Jones, Michaela J. Rodriguez, Denis O'Hare, Cara Delevingne, Julie White, Matt Czuchry. That's all the cast for this one. But essentially, American Horror Story Delicate brought back all the essential goodness that was American Horror Story. But there are points throughout the story where it could have been expanded upon a little bit more. The ending, I felt, was extremely rushed. And it's a shame, because the ending needed to be drawn out a lot more. And I swear to God, Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk, stop making your episodes so... The runtime is atrocious. 30 minutes here, 38 minutes there, 40 minutes here, 50 minutes here, 43 minutes here, 48, and it's all over the joint. You've done that for your last few seasons, where you've made the runtime extremely short and not expanded on anything, and it's atrocious. Make your episodes 45 to 50 minutes long. I mean, come on. Is that so much to ask? Because Delicate was an amazing story, I have to admit. Without even reading the book, I really liked this season. And I'm not blowing up anyone's trousers here or shorts or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. I genuinely, and my husband thought so as well, we genuinely really enjoyed Delicate. Like I said, it's not perfect, but my God, did it have a really compelling story. And we really needed to explain the whole aspect of more of the witches, what exactly they were doing. You had a lot of there was a lot of marketing with spiders, Ryan Murphy, but we didn't really get a lot of references to spiders in this season. We saw one thing about a spider, but your whole marketing campaign was around spiders and all of that, spiders in general, and they were nowhere to be seen in this season, nowhere. And I feel like you faltered there with your marketing, but other than that, your biggest draw was Kim Kardashian as Siobhan Corbin, and I have to admit, she did an amazing job. Kim Kardashian as Siobhan Corbin, amazing. I could not fault her acting. And the interesting thing to note is Kim Kardashian went through 3 months of rigorous acting training before she was even allowed to step foot on set. They wanted her to be perfect. They wanted her not to stumble her lines. They wanted her to get the acting training, and it really shows. It really, really shows. And her character, Siobhan Corbin, was a force to be reckoned with on the show. My God, her one-liners were fucking amazing. Her character was sharp and witty and cruel, but funny at the same time, and could be really, really loving as well, but at the same time, a real bitch. And I really got to give a lot of praise to Kim Kardashian there. Emma Roberts' character, as Anna Victoria Alcott, she just annoyed me. And that it's a shame because Emma Roberts is such a great actress. I really love her, but she was wrong for Anna Victoria Alcott. Her acting in it was some of the cringiest I've ever seen. I'm sorry, people, but hers was the cringiest. And if a lot of people say Kim Kardashian's acting was cringeworthy in this, that's fucked, because she was spot on. She acted the shit out of it, and she was amazing in it. And I've seen other people comment and say how brilliant she is in it, and that's so funny because, got her own show, which is, the fakest thing around, and she doesn't know how to act and all this crap, and she's been in some comedy movies here and there which takes the piss out of herself basically, but man, she did a really good job. Emma Roberts, didn't like her. Matt Czuchry as Dexter Harding, couldn't stand him. Matt Czuchry's character Dexter was awful. His acting was extremely awful. He plays Anna's husband in American Horror Story Delicate. But his acting was absolutely atrocious. I've never been never laughed so hard in my life at some actors acting that is just incredibly cringe to watch. There was no emotion in his face. Even his on-screen crying was just... oh my God. It was just awful watching him. I was just like, oh my God. And then we have Michaela J. Rodriguez. Fabulous. She was amazing as Nicolette. Absolutely fabulous. Wanted to see more from her, but the stuff that we did see, absolutely great. Denis O'Hare as Andrew Hill and as fertility doctor, awful. I'm sorry, Denis O'Hare, but your character and your writing for it was awful. I don't know who wrote his character, but that was awful. And I think he needed to step up more because he was awful, and we didn't see enough of him. So his acting was awful. Cara Delevingne as Ivy. I'm on the fence with Cara Delevingne because on one hand, Cara Delevingne is it can be great, but in other hands, she can be shit. And I feel like Cara Delevingne's acting in this went from being cringe to really excellent to being cringe again. And her character, there wasn't a lot of character development for her, and I feel like there should have been more, especially, spoiler alert, people, if you don't want to tune into this part, but I feel like there needed to be a lot more mythology and mysteriousness about the witches, and her being a part of it as well. There should have been a lot more backstory. There should have been more character development there, and there wasn't. Julie White as Miss Mavis Preacher, she was amazing. She played the crazy lady in this. She was awesome. Absolutely loved her character, Miss Preacher. For what runtime she was in the episodes, and you saw her when she popped up, she was amazing. Now, gets to the really awesome part where I forgot to mention that Leslie Grossman and Billy Lord had roles in this. And I have to say, some of the cringiest writing I have ever seen from those two. Their characters were hands down cringy, funny, but annoying. Extremely annoying. And I mean, I love those two as actresses, but come on, Ryan Murphy, really? If you're gonna add them, if you're gonna put them in there, try to give them a bit more oomph as well, character development, and more time to enjoy them as characters. And I felt like that just was not there. I mean, I'll throw up some pictures of their characters. I mean, Billy Lord, seasoned actress. Leslie Grossman, seasoned actress. But this, I don't know, the writing for these two characters just seems so cringe. And they weren't even, I don't know, there's something about them that just annoyed me. But hands down, my favourite character was Siobhan Corbin, Kim Kardashian. A lot of praise goes towards her because she was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And the story, it went fine form. It went back to its horror roots, its psychological thriller horror roots, and it really got me invested in wanting to watch American Horror Story again. Now I hope, and I just pray to God, that Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk have got this shit together for season 13. Now, I don't know if I really should mention this or not, but I would love to see, and this is, I don't usually say this a lot, and we haven't seen him a lot. He was in American Horror Story Apocalypse, then he was in American Horror Story 1984. A certain Australian that was in it, and he was also in American Horror Stories, and he was in American Horror Story double feature, Death Sands, the one with the alien invasion one, set back in the 50s. And you probably guessed it by now, but I'm referring to Cody Fern, Australian actor. And if y'all don't know, and I haven't really mentioned because it's a really sore point for me, unfortunately, but Cody Fern is indeed my brother. Yep. I've had many Facebook messages from people asking for his Facebook info and that, and wanting to know more about him, and can they write fan letters to him and stuff like that. It's been absolutely crazy. My mum had letters, Facebook messages, tons of them from fans. But I genuinely would like to see more from Cody, because he was, and hands down, I didn't like American Horror Story Apocalypse. I thought it was absolutely atrocious. The first 3 episodes were amazing. The rest of it was complete shit. But I have to admit, my brother did an extremely good job of playing Michael Langdon. Absolutely enjoyed his acting. 1984, Ryan Murphy fucked up 1984 so badly, I'm just like, do you really understand the 80s at all? Like, really? But again, Cody's acting in that was really, really good, but I didn't like his character at all. I thought his character was shit. Absolute piles of shit. But he did great acting in it, so I've got to give my brother praise there. And then the double feature one, for what you saw of him in that, it was not great. Didn't like it. And then he was in an episode or two of American Horror Stories, the spin-off. And I didn't like that one either. Did not like that spin-off. But other than that, American Horror Story Delicate, people, watch it. Don't listen to all these bloody other people out there on YouTube saying that it's cringy, it's stupid, it doesn't make sense, Kim Kardashian is shit, she ruined it for me. I honestly believe Kim Kardashian saved this season. She was amazing. Don't take it from me, don't take it from me. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I'm putting my thoughts out there on it. Siobhan Corbin, everybody. Kim Kardashian played her. Hands down, absolutely amazing. That was the best part of American Horror Story Delicate, plus the story, but really wanted some more meat and bones and some more mythology added to the show, because there was so much in it that was like, oh my god, really? This is so great. And it doesn't connect to any other season. It's a complete standalone. It's based on a book. So it doesn't connect to Covenant. It doesn't connect to 1984. And it doesn't connect to Murder House and all the other mumbo jumbo with the seasons. It's a complete, fresh, different take on American Horror Story, and I'm all for it. And I really feel like Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk really need to consider, with more American Horror Story, is go in the way of adapting another book, another horror book, but this time make the episodes longer, add stuff in, and really, really treat it like you mean business. Because honestly, after season 13, I don't know if it's going to be renewed or not, because you've failed in the last several seasons of American Horror Story, and I don't know where else it could go. I don't know where else you could go with all the different stories and mix-ups and all this crap. Adapt a few books. It's simple as that. You can use the same actors and actresses and stuff, but just adapt some books for a change. Adapt some really awesome horror books. That's all I'm going to say, people. My rating for American Horror Story Delicate, I will give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Really, really enjoyable. It was back to form, but it falters in some places, and it's not perfect. But Kim Kardashian, Siobhan Corbin, hands down, best character in American Horror Story Delicate. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate all newcomers to my videos, and everyone returning. You know I all appreciate you. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my stuff. And once again, I apologize for not getting any videos out over the last couple of days. I know it's been a while, but I have just been full on lately. And it's good to just take a breather now and get some videos out. So my next one will be on my full rating and ranking for the American Horror Story series in general. But that is another video, and I will see you all very soon. Alright guys, take it easy. Ciao.